Assalamu alaikum children, how are you all? Today is 17th July 2021. We started our lesson nutrition, right? This is a big lesson. Slowly I am going through each and every step, isn't it? Cell wall, cytoplasm, plasma membrane. So we have seen that experiment, bell jar experiment, no? Priestley experiment confirmed that gaseous exchange was going on and plants were giving out a gas that supported burning and was essential for the survival of animal. The rat, mint plant in the bell jar and the candle was there, right? But how do plants take in air and utilize carbon dioxide for the photosynthesis and oxygen? Okay, and oxygen for respiration. How do they make a choice? Massive amount of gaseous exchange occurs through stomata, usually present in the leaves, as long as they are open, while plants also carry on gaseous exchange through loose tissues in the stems, roots, etc. It is actually at the level of the organelles involved in the process of photosynthesis and respiration that the choice of the gas required is made. Second activity. In this it is proved that carbon dioxide is also necessary for photosynthesis. How children will see the experiment. We need a destarched plant to start with. We need to keep the plant in dark for nearly 3 days. Destarch means you cannot take out the starch from a leaf, isn't it? What do? We have to keep the plant without sunlight, in dark in a room for 3 days to remove the starch. It becomes destarched. Okay. Then we take that plant, leaf of that plant. By placing the plant in the dark, the starch is removed from the leaves. Now see the experiment apparatus and all in figure 4. Take a water, color changes like this. It becomes colorless. No starch, big pale. After a few hours, test this leaf. The part which is exposed to light and air, natural light and air, natural or atmospheric, which is by God, becomes bluish black, and the other part of a leaf which is inside the bottle containing potassium hydroxide absorbs carbon dioxide in the bottle, corked bottle, in the closed bottle, and remains colorless. This proves that carbon dioxide is necessary for photosynthesis. Why was the plant kept in dark and then in sunlight? Did you understand? Why did we test 2 leaves in this experiment? We have so far discussed the role of water and gases in the process of photosynthesis. Scientists who had been working on these lines had observed some other factors which affect the process of photosynthesis. What are those? Light and photosynthesis. In Priestley's time, scientists didn't understand about energy, but later on how much was observed about it. If energy is released when carbon dioxide and water is formed by combining oxygen with O2 with carbon C and and hydrogen, then what about the reverse? What about forming oxygen again? Can we put oxygen back in the air? Eventually, scientists learned that energy situation would also reverse. How? Oxygen formation would use by energy. Okay, where did the energy come from, children? A scientist shows one by one experiments. By showing it with leaf experiment, test tube in the beaker and all, then only it is proved, and the scientifically it is proved. They are scientists. It is thesis. It is written genuine. We listen. It comes in the reader. We learned it then only. A Dutch scientist, Jan Engwishausen, from 1730 to 1799, found the answer. He studied the way in which plants formed oxygen. In 1779, he noticed that it happened only in the presence of sunlight. In an experiment with the aquatic plant Hydrilla, he observed that in bright sunlight, small bubbles formed around the green plant parts, while in the dark they did not form. He also found that the gas present in the bubbles was oxygen. It was further confirmed when Engelmann in early 20th century ingeniously detected the point of maximum rate of photosynthesis. He used a strand of algae and exposed it to different colors of light, the colors that we saw in a rainbow. Then he used oxygen sensitive bacteria and found that they crowd around areas illuminated with red and blue rays of light. This led to more studies. on effect of light on photosynthesis, the role of different colored compounds called pigments in plants, and the utilization of light energy. Is it clear, children? So we'll see the homework for today. We'll stop the lesson here. Did you all understand till now? Explain how light is important in photosynthesis and submit the homework by 5 to 8. Don't forget to submit the homework. Submit it every day to all your teachers. This is your 10th class. Don't take your studies lightly. Study well, okay? Take your classes seriously. We are trying our best. Even you have to put your efforts. Then only the results will come good. All the best. Study well. Thank you. Assalamu alaikum. See you in next class.